Hello, everyone. Tinubu's National Security Advisor, Ribadu's office, admits supplying arms to vigilantes in Kwara State. Well, this is a whole lot of drama going on. So let me just give you a bit of a background. Terrorists were caught. Terrorists. Now they say they are vigilantes, but at the time they were terrorists, were caught, or bandits, or whatever. When they were caught and they confessed and they were found with is it NSA rifles, generated rifles, something like that, and they had said that it is the government officials that supply them weapons. So that was the thing that was going around, and then the next thing we are hearing, of course, they're saying that the National Security Advisor is saying that, oh, they know them, they are vigilantes, they are dizzy. If you're giving arms to vigilantes, then give arms to all the vigilantes around the world, around Nigeria, right? And then let it be legalized, let it be what is it when they say for legitimization, for policy legitimization, let it be legitimized that vigilantes are going to be put in this way. They are going to be part of those that are security agents. You have them all over the country. If the NSA is going to be buying weapons for them, whatever NSA's office, whatever is being done, let's have that. Not the one that crooked. Some people are caught as terrorists, as bandits, as whatever. Then the next thing, they are caught with certain arms, and then you're coming to say, oh yeah, we know them, these ones, we know them. How many of the ones that are killing people, do we know whether you know them or you don't know them? There's the one they are caught, they will not be hearing that you know them, and then all of a sudden everything goes fine. Remember, Zamfara State Governor had said something that they will catch terrorists. The next thing, government high up, they will be released. They will catch terrorists, they will give them to security agents. The next thing, they will be called high up and they will be released. Is this one of those things, or is this something else? These are questions that Nigerians definitely, should be asking. Tinubu's National Security Advisor, Ribadu's office, admits supplying arms to vigilantes in Kwara State. This is Sahara Reporters going on. He explained that the NCTC, operating under the UNSA, continues to coordinate and support law enforcement, security and intelligence agencies in countering all forms of terrorism in Nigeria. The Office of the National Security Advisor, UNSA, has acknowledged that it provided arms to vigilante groups as part of efforts to support security agencies in combating terrorism, banditry, and other activities, particularly in hard-to-access terrain. In a statement, the head of strategic communication at the National Counter-Terrorism Center, NCTC, UNSA, Mr. Abu Michael, said the intervention was in line with Part 3, Section 4, 5, and 6 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. Malam Nuhu Ribadu was appointed by Bola Tinubu as National Security Advisor on June 19, 2023. He explained that the NCTC, operating under the UNSA, continues to coordinate and support law enforcement, security, and intelligence agencies in country all forms of terrorism in Nigeria. Michael made the clarification while responding to media reports surrounding an incident in Kwara State where a rifle purportedly issued by the Office of the National Security Advisor was recovered. He called on the media to act responsibly, safeguard sensitive security information, and seek clarification through designated official spokespersons. According to him, recent media reports published on some online platforms made it necessary to clarify aspects of ongoing counter-terrorism operations across the country, particularly in forested areas of Kwara State. He said, in line with the National Counter-Terrorism Strategy (NACT) tests, Nigeria's kinetic approach includes the deployment of hybrid forces. This involves the coordinated use of regular security forces and trained irregular auxiliaries, such as hunters, vigilante elements, to operate in difficult terrains, including forest areas. This approach previously guided the engagement of the Civilian Joint Task Force (CJTF) in the Northeast. Let me just stop here and say, if this is what you want to do, make it a formal process. This is what you want to do. There are a lot of people who want to do vigilante. By the way, most of the work is already done by vigilante, who it is communities that put money together to be able to get them the things for them to do. If the state want to adopt that, fine and good, do it. Let it be known. Let there be transparency. We are not saying share all the sensitive information. Of course, there are certain information that is not supposed to be meant for public knowledge, for you to be able to effectively protect, the country and all of that. But there are certain basic things that have to be done. Not this hanky-panky when somebody is called, oh, first of all, we know them as terror. They were said they were alleged terrorists, bandits, whatever. Then they say they are getting arms for official. Then all of a sudden, the National Security Advisor's Office, Office of the National Security Advisor comes out to say that, oh, these are our people, forget about it. Media, be responsible. Next time, ask. How do we know the difference between the ones that have a National Security Advisor's arms and the ones that don't have National Security Advisor's arms that are all killing the people? Where is this craziness, coming out from? This whole insurgency seems to be a complete pipe for a lot of people, and it seems there are more people who don't want the insurgency to end than there are that want the insurgency to end at some levels. The approach previously guided the engagement of the Civilian Joint Task Force (CJTF) in the Northeast, according to the report. The CJTF comprised trained civilian volunteers who worked alongside the armed forces in operations against Boko Haram. The same strategy currently informs hybrid deployments in the parts of the Northwest and North Central. These operations are aimed at degrading the capacities of bandits, criminal, and terrorist groups. This approach has yielded several successful outcomes. The situation in Kwara State is not different. However, media reports on the matter are inaccurate. The limited public information is due to the sensitive nature of this operation. Is it really due to the sensitive nature of this information, or is there something else that they are not telling us? Again and again and again, these offices, are just erode the trust that the people are supposed to have in them. For the avoidance of doubt, the federal government and its agencies are not conducting kinetic operations with any socio-cultural groups. Claims that the Office of the National Security Advisor has provided arms to any socio-cultural organization are false and should be disregarded. He said all hybrid personnel were recruited directly by authorized security and intelligence agencies following due diligence. All operations are conducted in accordance with the law and established standard operating procedures. He therefore urged the public to disregard unverified reports that misrepresent the conduct of these operations. The media is also urged to exercise responsibility, protect sensitive security information, and seek clarification through designated official spokespersons, he stated. He further assured that the National Counter-Terrorism Center remained committed to an open-door policy aimed at strengthening stakeholder engagement and improving understanding of Nigeria's counter-terrorism. Honestly, I've just read this. Other than the big English, I don't think I understood whatever it is. It doesn't, I might be wrong, but it doesn't sound truthful and honest to me. Thank you so much for watching.